Hey, my YouTubians. How are you all doing today? Guess what I have? Chipotle and they chips. Y'all already know this is so good. I actually went there just to get this. I really did. I grabbed me a little kids meal. Bam. Like a little, I didn't even know what a kids meal was. Of course, I ain't never had to purchase one. Not from here before. So this is what they gave me, y'all, for a kids meal. You get 2 sides, a soft shell or a hard shell, and some meat for $5. So my size was, can y'all see this? I grabbed up some rice and bell peppers because y'all know I like rice and bell peppers together. And I got some chicken. And they gave me some shells. 2 soft shells to go with this. Yeah. It do look delicious, y'all. My stomach started growling once I get the food first. I'm like, I'm not even at home. I'm not even at home. Get in there, smelled that food, stomach started growling. I'm like, uh-oh, maybe I am. And then, y'all, I also got a drink with it for $5. So, but, the chips and the cheese was like $3.70. I really wanted a big bag, but that thing was like $7. And I was thinking if I get the chips and cheese, I might as well add some meat to go with it. Y'all, that tastes delicious. That cheese ain't no joke. And then they chips, they fresh. You know, freshly made. So yeah, my YouTubians, how the holiday season working out for you? What y'all been up to? Put some bell peppers on here. Let me take a bite of this and see how this tastes. This is my first time. You know what? Every time I go to Chipotle, I always order either a burrito or a bowl. I never got anything else from Chipotle. Well, of course they chips and chips, but like all the other little dishes, I never tried. So I love their burritos. I love their bowls too. I do. Put a little bit of cheese on here. And that's to top it off. That looks so yummy. Y'all, look at how I just made that up. Bell peppers, chicken, queso cheese, and you got rice down up under all that. Let me add a little bit more rice because I do love rice, y'all. Okay. Lord Jesus, thank you for this food about to receive, purify and blessed in Jesus' name. Lord, my shepherd, I shall not want. Y'all almost forgot because I was going in. I was going in. That's good. That is good. That queso cheese is good. It's a little salty too. Tasting a whole lot of salt out of that. Nah. Excuse my hair. That look crazy, y'all. Just wrap it around my ponytail. You're looking real crazy. But that's okay. That is okay. It could look a little crazy. Y'all know how I be going. They be so hectic and busy. It started off pretty. And it ended up like this. So y'all, I want to sit and chit chat with y'all. And share with y'all my project I've been working on. That just been crazy. Oh, cheese ain't no joke. That's why, y'all look at this salt, just sugar. But basically all this salt, that's why I was like, I'm salty. Look at all that, they trying to kill me. Do y'all see that? All that salt on one chip. I must have looked down like, that's what I was tasting when I was like, ooh, it's salty, real salty. And I blamed it on the cheese. It's the chip. All that salt. And I got this from Chipotle. This is crazy. They trying to kill me for real. That's ridiculous. They trying to make me have swollen ankles. I ain't going. I'm gonna put this shit to the side, cause I just thought about that. Ankles will swell up so hard. You ain't gonna be able to walk on them. And I got too much stuff to do. God, dog, what they was doing with the doggone salt. I don't like to see it. This one like that too, y'all. I can't do all that. Oh, look, I can't do that. I really can't. And when I just ate, I just tasted all that other one. And when I didn't see it, so I'm thinking it was cool. A little bit I seen, I wiped it off. Y'all see me wipe it off, right? Got a pail full of salt in my mouth. Give me y'all. Give me y'all. I want to eat so bad. Let me hurry eat this, and then I'm going to chit-chat a little bit, but just the last little shell. So let me go ahead and dress it up. But yeah, y'all, let me go ahead and say a little bit while I'm doing this. So, this project, right, that I went back to working on, I'm going to say that. Because this was actually a project that me and my cousin was working on together. And you know, if y'all been watching some of my videos, I'll talk about her. And she passed away last year on Father's Day. And when she passed away, I laid the project to rest with her, because this was, you know, this was a two-person project. This was me and her project, you know. We both came up with this, and we wanted to pursue this project. And but when she passed away, of course, I felt like I couldn't do it. Like, you know, can't do it without her. I started with her. You know, the only thing we had to do was we knew that financially, we had to get our financial status together to make everything come together. You know what I'm saying? You know, our financial situation wasn't at its best. But we thought we had a plan, y'all. We had a plan to, well, no, I'm going to tell y'all, I thought I laid this to rest, y'all, with her. But it hit me last week. You know, something hit me and told me, like, the plan was the way to connect to the mothers. Like, you know, that's what you want to do. That was your best way. You know, it's through the kids. You know, like, man, through the kids, you know. The project was, we was gonna, once we get financially ready, we was gonna build, have the guys, because we have a lot of guy workers in the family, construction workers. They build things, you know. So we said we was going to get the guys to build us a building, or whatever purchase bill, however it was gonna go. We was gonna get a building, and this building was gonna be like a safe haven place for kids, for teens, primarily, the teens, for the kids, the whatever the ones is. The reason why we came up with this, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all about, because we was sitting up talking. We was in our first apartment together, our first apartment that we had together, and we was just chit-chatting about our past and what's to come, our future. And I was so excited when I got my first place, and I was just like, dang, I'm finally settled, after all that. And then we had gotten into some conversations, and I'm like, man, there was so many kids out there. They don't really want to be out there, but they really don't want to be in the situation they in either. So they take that chance, and that choice to go out there. And then that's when the sacrifices come, and they make their sacrifices like, it's like a chain reaction. You just started right there, right? And then, home make the wrong sacrifice. And then, or a bad sacrifice, however you want to put it, make a sacrifice, whatever. And then, the key, it was just crazy, y'all. But we was like, we needed to have somewhere for the children to go. You know what I'm saying? Because the things that you face in life, and it's hard. It's hard on adults, but it's hard on children. Because for the most part, they don't understand. They just don't understand. Ain't nobody saying nothing. They just saying not to say nothing, And you know what I'm saying? They turn their heads. And you got so many kids that go out in these streets because home isn't safe or comfortable. Both safe, is comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, but they go out there in them streets and they try to seek refuge in the streets. But they won't. They'll probably seek a little bit of ease from one situation, but comfort isn't comfort. So that's how we originated the plan. That's where the plan came from. This was like 15 years ago, y'all. The other day, like a week ago, I wasn't asleep or anything, y'all. I'm laying up in bed. And I just started visualizing everything. Something I thought I laid to rest, with the co-founder of the whole plan. And I mean, it was so clear. It was crazy, y'all. It was so crazy, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I seen what I saw. told me to name the godmother. The name of the building is a safe haven, because that's basically what it is, a safe haven for the kids. So they will have somewhere to go. Instead of running to the streets, they can run to the safe haven place. But the name of the building is going to be called the Godmother. Or Godmother. And when you're going to walk in, you're going to see, when you're walking in, going towards the office, there's a painting of Jesus. Over the painting, it's going to say, in remembrance of me. And it's going to say, in remembrance of me. Then it's going to be a painting of Jesus. On the side of Jesus, it's going to say the name of the building, which is Godmother. And underneath it, it's going to have its meaning of Godmother of the building. It's going to say the mothering of God's image. And underneath that, it's going to say safety nets. Underneath the word safety nets, it's going to be pictures of the workers and the women that's going to be working with the children, y'all. I mean, you know, oh my God, y'all just don't know. That was so... So, I spoke to somebody, basically connected, showing me the ways and the routes of starting this up. So, it was a blessing because this person came into my life. So I'm thanking God ahead of time for the people that you have brought to me and the people that you're going to bring to me to help this project fulfill itself in the way we need it to. And for the children. On the other side of the wall, it was a picture of the co-founder. And above her picture, it says, "Forget me not." And that was something significant to me. The painting of Jesus was a representation to me of the co-founder, because she loved to paint, draw, you know. So that was something beautiful. Like, wow, I didn't see no picture of Jesus. I seen a painting of Jesus. So you know, I really got excited about that. Now let me tell y'all a little story real quick. I only got like 5 minutes, so let me talk real quick. I was having this conversation, right, with this lady. I'm going to just call her Sis. I was having a conversation with Sis. Now, Sis is a, she got some years on me. She got some years on me. About 4 years on me. A very strong active member in the church. We was having this conversation about some kids, teenagers. And sis came to me and was like, why Amy didn't tell me? Why Amy didn't tell me? The problem she was having in her house. And then she went on to say, I thought Amy was just acting out because Blessing was acting out. And I looked. Now, y'all, Amy come, you know, she have a working father and a mom. Mom is a full-time mom and a working dad. You know, they ain't out rich, but like anybody else, you know, survival mode. You know, Amy kept running away from home. She kept running away from home. So, sis say, I thought Amy was acting out because Blessing was acting out. Now, Blessing was Amy's best friend. But Blessing wasn't running away from home. The only thing Blessing did was she spoke up and told her dad that her brother was touching on her. She didn't want him touching on her. You know, like, you know, I don't want him touching on me. So I looked at her and I said, sis, Blessing wasn't running away. All she did was say she was being molested. And then sis looked, well, that's normal. Well, that's normal. Okay. It's normal, but do that mean it's supposed to be acceptable? Like my dad said, one time he had a knowledge, y'all know what word I'm looking for. We were conversating about weed. And I said, well, weed is from the earth. It grows from the ground, and God created this. My dad said, God created poison ivy too, but you know not to go near it. I said, good analogy, Dad. Good analogy. You know? She needs to go talk to Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nowhere in the world you gonna tell me that his kid is crying out, and you write it off as she's acting out because she said she was molested. You say, oh, she acting out, that's normal. And see, that's the problem. That's what our problem is. We allowed it to be accepted. That's where the mothering come in at. How you 40-some-year-old woman gonna say this 14-year-old wanted to be out there in the street? She said she wanted to be out there in them streets. She wanted to be out there. She wanted to be out there. And I'm just looking at this grown woman that got kids. No girls though. But got kids to say this little girl wanted to leave her home where she got a home, got a room, she get fed. And I'm just looking like, is this woman serious? Or the church, is this woman serious? Do her husband know how she's thinking? You know what I'm saying? Because if a man hears this, they're going to immediately correct this. Just like my dad said. Poison ivy is from the earth too, but you know not to go near it. You know to protect yourself from it. That's what we have to do for our kids. Peace. Like, subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Tell me, what's your idea of that?